guys, this is Heidi with Kiddos Corral, and I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Sun is shining here today, but today is another day to prep for the entire month of meals. And in this ginormous pot, by the way, no, it's not a cauldron, it's just a big giant pot. I have 2 whole chickens, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some seasoning, some salt and pepper, some onion to this pot, probably a little bit of celery, and I'm going to let this come up to a boil. And then I'm going to turn it down like on a rapid simmer is the way I like to describe it. It's almost boiling, but not, you know what I mean? It's not just sitting there cooking, but it is still boiling just slightly. Anyways, I am going to turn it down to that, and then I'm going to put a lid on it, and I'm going to let this cook in this pot for probably an hour to an hour and a half, until my chickens are completely done all the way through. And it's probably going to take a little bit longer than usual because I'm doing 2. So 1 chicken, when it is done, I'm going to take it out and let it cool a little bit to where I can handle it with my hands. Don't want to burn my fingers off. And I'm going to use that meat for 2 pans of chicken enchiladas. And then the other chicken I'm going to actually take out of the pot, but I'm going to keep the drippings in here. I'm going to add vegetables. I'm going to pull that chicken off of that, the meat off of the chicken, and I'm going to add it back to this pot, and I'm going to make a big giant thing of chicken and rice soup. Okay. I just got done taking my chicken out. I just let it boil, and while it's boiling I just do other housework and stuff, so it's really no biggie. It's really easy to do. So I gotta let this cool until I can pull all the meat off the bone, and then 1 chicken will go to 2 pans of my homemade chicken enchiladas, and 1 will go to a big pot of homemade chicken soup that will be absolutely wonderful to eat on this weekend. I've got 2 pans of stuffed peppers that I am about to make, which is basically 1, 2, 3 for me because I have been making them, and you guys know I make them often. Okay, so my 2 pans of stuffed peppers are ready. I'm going to put those in the oven. I'm going to let those cook through, then I'll let them cool down, and then I'll place them in the freezer for whenever I need them. Okay, so here we go. I took the chickens out. They're already cool. They're ready to get the chicken off there. And so what I was left with in here was a lot of chicken stock. So I took out what I needed for my chicken enchiladas, and in here I added 2 cups of white rice and some celery and some carrots, and this is steaming. Anyways, I just turned the heat down on that just a little bit. But that is what is awesome about boiling your own chicken, because obviously it saves you from having to buy the chicken broth, and that saves me almost, I don't know, $5 on my grocery bill. So that is awesome. So I've got my soup here, and as soon as the rice and the carrot and all that get done, then I'll add my chicken in. I'll let that cook a little while longer, and then I'm going to add a bag of spinach. So that is going to be yummy. Then I have 2 pans of stuffed peppers. These just came out of the oven. They're completely fully cooked. I'm going to let them cool, and then I'm going to toss these, well, not literally, but I'm going to toss them into the freezer, and those will be ready for me. Now, some people have said they don't want to do this much cooking in a day. Let me explain something to you. This is what I do for a month, not a week, not a few days, not even 2 weeks, but an entire month. And this saves me a lot of time and preparation. Yes, it takes me, I would say, on average about 3, maybe 4 hours, because tonight, now this, every prep is completely different on what I make, but tonight, the time-consumed thing was letting these get done. So really and truly, the peppers are 1, 2, 3. They totally take no time. If your meat is thawed, you just mix all that together and load it up in your peppers and let them bake. And this really is simple as well. I've got my cream of chicken soup here. I've got my rotel here. So I've got my chicken broth, which I like to use, and my tortillas. I'm going to go ahead and get these loaded up in the pan, get these wrapped up and ready to go in the freezer tonight as well. Okay, so now I'm putting my enchiladas together, and I have all of my chicken mixture all mixed up here, as you can see. And I'm gonna get some cheese out of the fridge, and I got my tortillas, and I kind of just do an assembly line and put it all together and roll them up inside the pan, and I put a little bit more sauce on the top and some cheese, and then I wrap it up in aluminum foil and put it in the freezer. So I got my meat in my pot with my rice and all of my veggies, so I'm just kind of letting this simmer a little bit longer, and then I'm going to add some spinach to that. And when I get this done, I'll show you what it looks like before I wrap it up. Okay, this is a pan of chicken enchiladas, and you can see it makes a large quantity. These are over the top delicious with all those green chilies all through that. And what makes it really good is that, you know, when you boil your chicken, I mean, I'm not against bouillon cube or anything. I know a lot of people use bouillon cube and water to make broth, but when you boil a chicken in water for a couple hours and you use that broth, it infuses flavors in there, I think, that you don't get from a bouillon cube. But I absolutely love this. So I got this done. I'm gonna wrap this up. That's done. There's another one. Boom, that one's done. That's my empty pot. My soup is done. I just added my, sorry about the blurriness, I just added my spinach to that. And I'm going to put that in, well, we're going to eat out of it tonight for supper, and then whatever's left, I'm going to put it up in the fridge to eat on the weekend, because this will be really good, like even if it's not dinner, it's just lunch. Nice, hearty, warm, satisfying dinner. And then I have my 2 pans of stuffed peppers. It'll come to me, y'all. All right, so that is all my prep today. You know, short and sweet, really. And I hope y'all enjoyed watching what I had to prepare. And I will be talking to you guys again soon. Bye-bye.